Camera 1 rolling, audio rolling.
Camera 2, audio rolling.
Action.
My name is Ryan Craig. I'm part of the White Swan Multimedia Club. I've been a part of the Multimedia Club since 2022, I believe. I'm here with Gilbert Onepenny. I was once his baseball coach back in 2023, I believe. And Gilbert is a junior. He's 16 years old. He does football, wrestling, track and field?
Yeah.
Track and field. But outside of school, he does something that looks very dangerous. And we saw a video of himself, Ethan, and a friend of theirs doing it. And it just kind of like blew my mind. So we'll talk about that as well. But Gilbert, thank you for sitting down and having this conversation.
Yeah, of course, bro.
Okay, Gilbert, tell us about where you were born and what some of your earliest memories are. Good, bad, or in between.
I was born in Yakima at the hospital. And some good memories, I don't know. A lot of it's going to have to be wild horse racing. I grew up around it. I still remember my first time getting scared because I had a bloody horse. It was all bloody. Yeah, I grew up around horses. I used to ride them. But so over time, you know, as soon as when COVID hit, it got hard for work, you know what I mean? Keeping up with hay. Yeah, so.
So when you think back to being a little kid, horses were always involved?
Yeah, we had 4 horses at the time.
Who introduced you to the life around horses?
My grandparents, Charlene Onepenny and Larry Bill.
Did you always love it, or did it take time for you to say, this is what I love doing with my life?
Yeah, I always loved it. I love being around horses, but wild horse racing, I had to get used to it.
For those who have never been on a horse or been around a horse, how would you describe like the interactions you have with the horse, from feeding it to cleaning it to riding it? Like, what's that like for some of us who have never done that before?
Yeah, like feeding your horse, you know, you got to get used to your horse sometimes. It can be scary, you know. Sometimes they'll bite your fingers or something. You got to get used to it. And having a horse is really cool.
Does it hurt? Because I don't know if I could get used to a horse biting my fingers.
Yeah, sometimes it hurts. Yeah, it's unexpected sometimes. It's just...
Okay, so you talk about having a horse, that's one thing. But a wild horse, a horse that does not want to be ridden, a horse that does not want to be touched, a horse that does not want to even be looked at. What's that like? And what was like, okay, first of all, what was the first time you ever broke a horse or did what you do with the wild horse racing, where you have to be able to allow somebody to saddle it and ride it?
Yeah. Well, my first time, we drew it was a black one. And it was my first time ever. I was like 7 years old maybe, and it had a really bloody nose from moving its head around in the chute. But it's just, I don't know, something where adrenaline takes over at the time. You're not really worried about it, because once you're in the arena, you just can't back out.
Now, did your grandparents prepare you for this and tell you this is going to happen? Or was it something where you got there and they said, all right, Gilbert, it's your turn now, go?
Yeah, it's just something my dad said. Just once you're in there, you just got to go for it. There's no backing out, because if you back out, you're going to get hurt.
How does the wild horse race and then the taking care of horses, does that help you with your life as far as discipline or schooling or sports or anything like that?
No, not really. I can't really say.
I mean, we want the honest answers.
Yeah.
What are some of the horses' names that you've had, like now and in the past?
In the past, we had a horse named Grandpa. We had Autumn, and we had Buddy. And then our last horse, we called her Rona after coronavirus. We named her Rona. Yeah, that was the last and only horse we had.
Okay, out of Grandpa, Buddy, Rona, which one would you say is your favorite of all time?
Probably Grandpa. He was the calmest. Yeah.
And it was him being calm that made Grandpa your favorite?
Yeah. He never bucked or anything.
On average, how long do these horses live?
For us, they lasted around maybe 6 years. Not too long, but yeah, after a while, we just couldn't keep up with them.
Okay, let's talk about school. What's your favorite subject here at White Swan High School?
In school, probably, I'm going to have to say maybe science. Yeah.
Science?
Science, forensics.
Forensics?
Yeah.
Okay, now we mentioned that you do football, you do track, and then you do wrestling. In football, you got to run the ball. What was that like being a running back and a lineman?
It was something new. I never ran the ball, maybe once in middle school, but this was my first year actually being a fullback, and it was different. And just glad I didn't get no fumbles out there.
Yeah. And then how about wrestling? How's that been for you throughout the years?
So I only did wrestling once so far. That was my sophomore year. And I did it just to help out with football. I didn't get to wrestle matches. I didn't make weight, but it helped me in football a lot, staying low.
And then track and field, what do you do? What events do you do in that?
In track, I'm a shot put thrower, and sometimes I do javelin.
Outside of school, besides the horse racing and the rodeoing, what else do you enjoy?
Family, spending time with my little brothers that I have, my siblings, and my sisters.
Okay, and then what are some goals or plans you have from the future? It could be anything as simple as just graduating, or like, do you have like visions of things that are bigger, like owning your own home, or I don't know, being continuing on with wild horse racing and becoming like a star in that? Like, what are some things that you're looking forward to when you become an adult?
Yeah, so I plan on graduating, and after I graduate, I want to take like law school and try to become a lawyer.
What made you decide that's something you wanted to do?
I don't know. I always found it interesting. It's just, I don't know, something that just sparked in my head one time. It was, all right, yeah.
I never would have known that about you.
Yeah.
Okay, what is a memory that you have from your childhood that's a good memory that you hold on to where when things get bad for you, you just go back to that memory in your mind and think, life's going to be okay because I know life is good because I had this happen to me?
Damn.
If you don't know it, it's okay.
Yeah.
Think about that one.
Yeah.
Okay, if you have somebody say, Gilbert, I'm going to take you out to eat for your birthday. You get to choose where to go. It's in Yakima. Where are you gonna go and why?
Probably like a Mexican restaurant or something.
Why?
It's just, I really like their food.
Oh, name one that you like going to.
It burned down. It's called Al Portan.
I think it's back open now.
Yeah?
You got to go back, man.
Yeah.
When's your birthday?
August 30th.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Gilbert. Anything else you want to say? Any teachers you want to shout out? Any classmates? And anything you want to that's on your mind that you want to bring up? Or
Nah.
No, you're good.
Nah.
Okay. This has been Ryan Craig with Gilbert One Penny. We're part of the Multimedia Club here at White Swan High School, the podcast club, and we'll talk to you guys again soon.
All right, man. For sure.